New York nothing, top of the ninth. The score is posted on the scoreboard here, and the fans let out a big cheer. All of the Expos on the field turn and look at the scoreboard. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Rooker fouls it at home plate, 2-2. The irony of the situation is the fact that the Pirate fans are pulling right along with us for the Chicago Cubs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. It was actually a changeup. It missed down low, ball 3. 3-2.
Well, Dave, I'm finished with my nails. I'm down on my knuckles now.
Here's Ernie's pitch. Struck him out. No, foul tip. Bacabella couldn't hold on. He had the ball in his glove and then dropped it. And Andy Olson had given the strikeout sign and then checked that on the foul tip sign when he saw the ball down in the dirt. Here's the pitch again, and it's fouled again. Still 3-2 to Rooker. Ernie McAnally pitching to his mound opponent, Jim Rooker. Another 3-2 pitch on its way. Inside and hit him. Got him on the left side. And Rooker's really upset. He just slammed his helmet down, and he looks at McAnally. And now the trainer, Tony Barterone, turns him away from Ernie. And the plate umpire, Olson, standing between McAnally and Rooker. Rooker evidently hit on the right arm. He was really mad. He goes to first base, hit by the pitch. That's the first Pirate base runner, and it brings Dave Cash to the plate. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Cash fans, and that's it. The second strikeout for McAnally, and it ends the Pirate half of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. One man left, Rooker, who was hit by a pitch. And at the end of 3, Montreal nothing, Pittsburgh nothing. Half of the first inning, the Phillies did not score in the top of the first. At Wrigley Field in Chicago, the Mets are batting, trailing 1-0 in the 9th inning. And here at Three Rivers Stadium, the Expos and the Pirates are scoreless into the 4th inning. The Expos, no runs, a hit, and 3 left. The Pirates, no runs, no hits, and 1 left. We go to the 4th inning, and here's Russ.
Thanks very much, Dave, and hi again, everybody. For the Expos in the top of the 4th, it'll be Hal Breeden. Breeden's had the only hit of this game, a screaming double down the left field line with a runner at first base, Bob Bailey. That put runners at 2nd and 3rd in the first inning. Singleton was passed intentionally, bases loaded for Bacabella, who then struck out. That was the only trouble Jim Rooker has been in this game so far. So Rooker's allowed only 1 hit. Ernie McAnally hasn't allowed any. Hal Breeden's had 70 hits and 255 at-bats. That's translated into a 275 batting average for Hal Breeden. Hebner playing deep at 3rd, a little deeper this time than Richie played him the last time, close the line. Breeden, a full hitter. Hal swings, ground ball left side. Maxwell has it. Goes to first in time. Maxwell had to move quite a distance to his left to get that ground ball. Had it been hit any harder, it would have been into center field. Dowell had shifted over to the right, to his right, playing Breeden the pole. Kenny Singleton was passed intentionally in the first. It was the 123rd walk Kenny has drawn this year. Singleton needs just 1 more run to score 100 runs this year. Kenny has 99 runs scored, 103 RBIs. Takes a strike. Kenny, of course, batting right against the left-hander Jim Rooker. Rooker has won 9 and lost 6. Right fielder Richie Ziss playing Kenny over toward right center. Low and in on a curve for ball 1, 1-1. Pirates might still have another game to play with San Diego on Monday, tomorrow, if it's necessary. That's just the second hit off Jim Rooker and the second hit of this game. Bacabella struck out with the bases loaded in the first. 1-0 for the Cubs over the Mets in the 9th inning at Chicago. Bach's batting average is at 228. 91 hits and 300 and rather in 400 at bats. Outside of Boccabella for ball 1. 1-0. 7 homers, 45 RBIs. Bach had a big hit in the first game of this series, knocking in the winning run. Knocked in a couple of runs. There's a line drive into left center field for a base hit. Singleton goes to third. And the Expos have runners at first and third with 1 out. We'll take 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Expos Baseball Network. Pirate infield at double play depth. Maxville at short. And Dave Cash at second base. Pitch to Foley. Here's a fly ball to right field. Going back is this. Tagging up is Singleton. This makes the catch. Here comes Kenny. Here comes the throw. It is going to be out in time. Singleton scores. The Expos lead 1-0. Boccabella goes to second on the sacrifice fly by Tim Foley. It was a close play at the plate. Kenny sliding. A big RBI for Tim Foley. It was mighty close. A good throw by Richie Zisk in right field. And for Ken Singleton, his 100th run scored. What a terrific season Ken Singleton has had with the Expos this year. Boccabella's at second with 2 outs. The batter is Pepe Frias, and here's the pitch. Pepe swings and fouls. Strike 1. Back-to-back singles by Singleton and Boccabella. And a sacrifice fly by Foley. And the Expos lead 1-0. 0-1 the count on Pepe Frias. Bach lengthens his lead at second. The pitch to Pepe. Fly ball to center field. Gene Klein in left center. Now leaves it for Stargell trotting in. Willie makes the catch. And Pepe is out. The Expos in the fourth get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors. Final score. The Cubs have beaten the Mets 1-0. That's the cheer you hear in the background. So we're still alive. In the 4th inning, here, top of the 4th, Expos a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and 1 was left. The score after 3.5 innings here. Expos 1, the Pirates 0.
This is Harold take to make a better baseball club.
Harold, I'd say it hard work, determination to be better, and a positive attitude make for a better ball club. And I think that's why Harold Cummings Chevrolet stands tallest among them all. Your team has what it takes to be the best.
Thanks, Ken. And it's because of your determined, positive attitude and good sportsmanship that we are proud to have you on the Harold Cummings team. So see you all back at Harold Cummings Showroom, Jean Talon de Carey.
King's Transfer Van Lines.
Unanimously, as the Expos Player of the Month for the month of September. Bob won over 4 other candidates. A foul to the right of home plate. Outfielder Ken Singleton and pitchers Mike Marshall, Steve Renko, and Steve Rogers. Bailey set a club record in September when he hit safely in 17 consecutive games. He also had 3 game-winning hits during the month. Finds a one-hopper past Foley, and Gene Fines is on. That ball, an error on the shortstop, Tim Foley. A hard hit ball, a one-hopper, took a short hop on Foley, hit his glove and bounced to the right. And the Pirates have the tying run at first base. Here comes Al Oliver to hit the Cubs 8-5. Mets no runs on 8 hits, no errors. Cubs 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error. Bob Locker the winner. John Matlack the loser. There goes the runner. Throw down a second, and he's safe. Gene Klein stolen base. It goes into left field, and Oliver's on his way to second. He rounds second, takes a big turn. A double to left field by Al Oliver, and we've got a tie score. Felipe Alou had trouble with that ball in left field. There's no tomorrow. if the Expos lose today. So Renko, who has started in this series, is warming up. It's low to Stargell for ball 2. Steve pitched 5 innings in the first game of this series. Expos won it, but Marshall got the win. 2-1 on Stargell. McAnally at the belt. Delivers. Willie swings and fouls it off to our left. The count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jim Lomborg is pitching for the Phillies. Alan Foster for the Cardinals in that game at Busch Stadium. Oliver at second with nobody out. Count 2-2 on Willie Stargell. The outfield is deep. Breeden very deep at first base, close to the line. Swung on and missed. Willie Stargell strikes out. Actually foul tip into Boccabella's mitt. Bach holding on. Well, that's a big strikeout anytime you get Willie Stargell. 3 strikeouts for Ernie McAnally. Here's Hebner. Grounded out second to first in the second. Richie Hebner is going to get a free pass to first base. With ground ball, base hit into left field. Here comes Oliver to score. The throw to the plate is wide. The run scores. Pirates lead 2-1. Parker to bat for Dal Maxwell. Jackie Hernandez has gone down to the Pirate bullpen to get his arm ready. Hernandez will come in at shortstop. Bases loaded for this big fellow, a left-handed batter. Parker has 4 home runs. He's driven in 12 runs. Batting average of .283. The Pirates, of course, very hopeful that Dave Parker will develop into a Pirates superstar in the not-too-distant future. Hebner at third. Zisk at second. Sanguin at first. 2-1 for the Pirates. Here's a pitch to Parker. Swings and misses on a fastball. The 1-strike pitch. Base hit up the middle. Here comes 2 runs. Hebner scores. And here comes Zisk from second. The Pirates have opened up a 4-1 lead. A bouncing ball up the middle just beyond the reach of Pepe Frias at second base. A pinch hit single scores 2 runs. At third base, Manny Sanguin. Here comes Gene Mauch, and that will be all for Ernie McAnally. The squeeze bunt is on. It'll work. Here's another run. Everybody's safe. So Rooker knocks in a run, and the Pirates lead 5-1. A beautiful squeeze bunt by Jim Rooker on the first pitch from Steve Renko. Sanguin, breaking from third, as Renko went into his motion. Top of the order, Dave Cash. 5-1 for the Pirates. Cash takes it low for ball 1. Parker at second. Rooker at first. The 1-0. Base hit center field. Here comes Parker to score. Rooker goes to third. For the Bucks. And Gene Mock comes to the mound. And I believe we're going to get a pitching change, as Gene Fine will come to bat for the second time. Pirates leading the Expos 6-1. Stillman and Marshall are working in the bullpen. Gene has signaled to the bullpen. And we'll see who gets the call. Marshall is still at work. Stillman has stopped. And it'll be Mike Marshall. The Pirates have broken this game open with 6 runs in the bottom of the 4th, leading the Expos by a score of 6-1. They've out-hit the Expos 5-3. So Mike Marshall makes still another appearance. Mike Marshall has pitched 13 in the 3rd inning in finishing the Expos' last 4 games. Of the Expos' last 5 victories, Marshall has been the winning pitcher 3 times, and he has saved the other 2 for starters Steve Renko and Steve Rogers. Mike has set 2 major league records: most appearances and most innings pitched by a relief pitcher. The previous mark for most appearances was 90 by Wayne Granger of the 1969 Cincinnati Reds, and the previous mark for most innings was 167 by Anton Carl of the 1945 Phillies. Mike also has bettered the National League record for most games finished. That previous mark was 62 by Jim Constanti, Ted Abernathy, and Phil Reagan. In his last 14 2/3 innings on the mound, 6 appearances, Mike Marshall has allowed 10 hits and no runs. Well, for Mike, job is to slam the door on any further Pirate hopes of scoring here in the 4th. And also in the hopes that the Expo bats can come alive. Rutgers at 3rd. Cash is at 1st. Pirates leading 6-1. Marshall's first pitch is popped foul of the play by Klein, 0-1. Left-hander Craig Kasky is loosening up in the Expos bullpen. Mike serves. A pop fly to short right, backing up is Frias. Sept makes the grab. Holding at 3rd is Jim Rooker, 2 out. Al Oliver is 1 for 2. Grounded out pitcher to 1st in the 1st. And he doubled in the first run for the Pirates to tie the score at 1-all. Double down the left field line in the 4th inning. Left-handed batter. 2 out. Cash at 1st, Rooker at 3rd. Marshall signals to Felipe and Lewin left to move closer to the line. Oliver hits a lot of balls to left field. Ground ball to the right side this time, into the hands of the first base coach, Don Leppard, strike 1. The Cubs beat the Mets 1-0 in the first of 2 at Wrigley Field. Now Lou comes in a few more steps in left. 0-1 on Oliver. Mike serves. Oliver pops one up into short left field. Philippe Alou gets under it and makes the catch. No further damage, but a lot of damage done here in the 4th inning as the Pirates get 6 runs. On 5 hits, there was 1 error and 2 were left. The score after 4 innings. The Pirates 6, the Expos 1.
Which time?
Batting for Mike Marshall in the 5th. Morales will be hitting for Jean-Charles Gauvin of 1172 St. Louis in Sherbrooke. Left-hander Craig Caskey is at work in the Expos bullpen with Stargell and Hebner. The bat for the Pirates in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Caskey probably will come in to face the 2 left-handed hitters anyway. So Jose Morales steps in. Morales has had 1 hit and 4 at-bats. Outfield is spread out on Jose. The new shortstop for the Bucs is Jackie Hernandez. He takes over the number 8 spot in the Pirate batting order. Six to 1 for Pittsburgh. Rooker is ready. He delivers. Foul out of play. Morales late in the fastball lines it into the seats down the first baseline. Short right field. Will it drop in? Yes, it does. Down the line, Morales is turned around first and then held up. A base hit for Jose Morales in the right field, going the opposite way with a looping fly ball. So the Expos have a runner on. Felipe Alou will be batting for Hervé Pelletier. 610 116th Street in Shawinigan. Outside, ball 1. Shortstop backs out. And he makes the catch. 1 out. Ron Woods, who is 0 for 2, will be batting for Simpson Lightstone. 35-55 Côte-des-Neiges in Montreal. In foul territory, down the right field line, Al Oliver, a difficult play for the Pirates first baseman. Bob Bailey will bat for Darcy Farden of 24 Mill Street in Almonte, Ontario. Bailey walked in the first, grounded out third to first in the third. Pirates 6, Expos 1 in the 5th. Rooker serves. A curve for a strike. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Bailey swings and misses at a breaking ball. 0-2. Way outside. Ball 1, 1-2. First. Lead the Cubs 3-0, now playing in the bottom half of the first at Wrigley Field. Cubs won the opener 1-0. The 2-2 to Bailey. Outside for ball 3. Full count on Bob Bailey. Texaco's home run inning. $1,700 in prize money. 3-2, and here's the pitch. Ground ball, left side. Hernandez has it. Goes to first. A little high, but in time. And Bailey is out 6-3. Expos in the 5th get no runs on a hit. They left 1 on. The score after 4.5 innings of play. Pirates 6, Expos 1. Score. Pirates lead 7-1 zip. Pulls at first base with his second hit. And his second RBI. And I believe we're going to get another pitching change. Well, last night we saw manager Danny Murtaugh use 7 pitchers. I say last night, actually, the game started in the afternoon, but it wound up at night. Murtaugh used 7 pitchers. Well, Gene Mark is making full use of his bullpen as Montague gets the call from the Expos manager. The Pirates have a runner at first with 1 out. The batter is Manny Sanguillen. Well, Dave, while we have a moment, I think we should thank all our member stations, our regulars who have been with us in the Expos Baseball Network, and all those who have joined us over the past couple of weeks, bringing the Expo ball games to many parts of Canada, down to the Maritimes, Newfoundland, as far west as Edmonton, Alberta. So to all of you, to all the stations, thanks from the Expos, and we certainly hope to be with you again next year. 1-0 in the first game at Wrigley Field, but the Mets lead the Cubs 3-0 now in the bottom of the second of their second game. The 1-2 pitch, low for ball 2. Field, 2 more runs will score. Rooker coming through with a single to right center field. 9-1 Pittsburgh. I don't know where we're going to finish up in the standings. The 1-strike pitch on the inside corner for a strike. 0-2. The 2-strike pitch. Ground ball to Frias at second. Goes to first for the out. The Pirates add 3 more in the 5th on 2 hits. Those 3 runs, by the way, in the 5th inning were unearned. The score after 5 innings of play, the Pirates 9, the Expos 1. Russ Taylor with Dave Van Horne at Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh on a sunny afternoon. Nice and sunny at the ballpark, but nothing sunny about that score. 9-1 Bucks over the Expos. Hal Breeden will lead off for Montreal. Breeden, Singleton, and Boccabella. Expos in the 6th, no runs on a hit. They left 1 on. The score after 5.5. The Pirates 9, the Expos 1. Yes. Gene Kleins will lead off for Pittsburgh in the 6th. Kleins started that big 6-run inning for the Pirates in the 4th inning. He was safe on an error by Tim Foley. It was a hard-hit ball that took a short hop on Foley against his glove and bounced into left field. Kleins was on the error. He stole second, and then Oliver followed with a double to left field, scoring Gene Kleins to tie up the score at 1-all. McAnally battled back to strike out Willie Stargell. And then they walked Hebner intentionally with first base open to set up the double play. But Richie Zitt crossed them up with a single to left field. And the Bucks took a 2-1 lead and added 7 more later. And it's 10-1. Richie Zitt with quite an afternoon. Stargell held at second. They trailed St. Louis by a run. It's 2-1 St. Louis in the bottom half of the 5th. And another run on 1 hit. There were no errors, 2 left. After 6 innings of play, it's Pittsburgh 10, the Expos 1.